something that he done, especially stuff that has hurt them.
Right.
That hurt them. That he made that is some kind of similar to his concept. Because he's coming back to it. If it's something that hurt LSU early in the season, he's gonna find it and he's gonna go to it and he's not gonna stop going to it.
Hey, before we get going, I would just love to recognize the wonderful shirt Kevin has on. We all remember All Eyes on 3, but you see that Tupac, All Eyes on Me? One of my favorite albums ever. Let me just put that out there.
Yeah, Rose talking about I need to wear this on Saturday, but it might not, the temperature might not call for that.
No, you're talking about you need to put your face on there that say All Eyes on 3. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about, Kev. Them people gonna lose their mind. My dog, getting celebrated this weekend. We got a little something for him later. He just don't know. Getting celebrated this weekend, big time honor. How you feel about that, dog?
Talking about it earlier. It's something that you don't play for, but it's something that happens because of team. Actually, like my yards wouldn't be if it went for them 5 guys in front of me. Tight end, receivers blocking downfield. And yes, I do understand that I had athletic ability to do certain things, but those other 10 guys had something to do with it too, as well.
100%. But it's so true, man, that everybody, football to me is one of the ultimate team sport because everybody got to work together in every single thing for that unit to be successful. You know what I mean? In basketball, you can have a dominant score that nobody can't stop, and here he can win you a basketball game. Soccer, same thing, dominant striker. But man, for those guys up front to work in unison, and for you, like you said, athletic ability to do it all, it's still also, man, hats off to you, don't care for that, bro. And congratulations, my dog. That's just, another one of those things that we all look forward to at the end of your career. That's what all the accolades and stuff, at the end.
And
that's
not
what
just
it's
the accolades, bro. It's the stories too that comes with it. And the reason why I say it kind of touched me. About a month ago, went to the Bengal Bells luncheon they had, and a young lady came up to me, and she's actually older than me. She was actually in the Golden Girls before I got there, and she said that her and a couple of Golden Girls were about to quit because they were so bad. And then I committed to LSU, and they were like, you know what, we're gonna stick it out, we're gonna try, and she was like, those were some of the best final years of our stay at LSU. We're so happy that you came. Thank you. And that's what it's there for, when you're done playing and everything.
That's them stories you don't never hear.
Right.
Yeah, I love to hear those too, like the reasonings for things. Yeah, that's wonderful. So, Tigers this past weekend. I mean, offense just unloaded, in my opinion. This kid, Jayden Daniels, I take my hat off to him. You could see, I was talking about this Monday on somebody's show. I forgot. Jimmy's show Sunday, I think. But I don't know if it was just that's the maturation, if that's where, the light went off, was it, the offense was dumbed down because it didn't look like it was dumbed down. Did it look like, it was just certain formation, certainness, and he knew it. But he seemed like he caught a real grasp of what was going on for this game plan this weekend, man. And Kevin and I was talking off camera about the trust factor that goes into. We always talk about the offense takes a little bit longer to go to get going, and the trust, especially with the receivers and stuff like that. And it looked like they're turning the corner. It looks like we heard BK talk about it a couple weeks back about, he hasn't thrown an interception. Just give him a chance. We'll live with it. Look like somebody get a green light and say, hey man, we don't care if you throw a pick. Hey, all right, you know what I mean? And it looked like that's what he got to, and we knew how fabulous these receivers were. And they showed it, man. One of my favorite catches was Brian Thomas for the touchdown with the underthrown ball. And he just goes back and basically mosses a guy and takes it off the top of his head. And, I mean, that was a fantastic play. Let it go. I think, Kev, like you pointed out earlier when we was talking, I think he's starting to see and starting to see the guys that he have, and he's starting to trust them and putting the ball up.
And they are starting to answer the bell as well, too. As you can remember early, they was dropping a few passes. And that goes on with everyone's psyche, including the guys that was dropping the balls. But in that Florida game, everything was clicking.
Yeah.
Everything was clicking.
And, you know, when I think about the things that we talked about with him, and even some of the things that we've been highlighting in the past, leading up to what happened this past weekend, we talked about the pocket presence. We talked about him not getting the happy feet and giving guys a chance to work downfield. We talked about him moving and scrambling with his eyes up and seeing the field for the downfield throws. And he did all of that. He did everything that we talked about. He showed poise, dipping and sliding in the pocket. He put the ball up to those receivers and gave them an opportunity to make plays. He even threw some passes with pinpoint precision on crossing routes, where guys were able to catch the ball and also, make a play upfield. So we're going to run it and take a look, a couple clicks here at the past game this weekend, and then look forward to see what we got for this homecoming edition coming up this weekend. Kev, you're going to be heavily involved this weekend, ain't you?
A little bit. I'll be involved a little bit. I'll wave a little bit to the crowd and everything. You want them to see my head and stuff on TV. I think they still got that picture somewhere. What? They're all eyes on 3.
They do, dog. Hey, listen, public service, man, we're going to put it out there. Anybody, whether you're a collector, whether you was back then with all eyes on 3, Kev, y'all got that picture?
Somebody
got it.
No, I know somebody has because it's their screensaver on Twitter.
You saw it?
Today.
You saw it today?
Yes.
Who was it?
I forgot it.
Whoever got Kev on their screensaver, all eyes on 3 on Twitter, tweet into the show, holler into the show so we can get that. We need that. We're going to give you a shout out or something. Invite you to the tailgate. We got a big tailgate coming up for Alabama.
Oh, man.
Invite you already know it's going down.
We got another.
It's going down.
We got another pot added.
Add another pot to it. It's going down. Big celebration. Hey, whoever the first one to send in that all eyes on 3, listen, you get 2 passes to the Bama tailgate. So send it in. Let's go. The first one. Somebody gonna monitor it. The first one, we're just taking the first one. Run it, Stu. Let's see what the Tigers was talking about. Oh man, I know you had to be proud of your dog.
Oh man,
I know you had to be proud of these backs, dog.
Oh man, it's you just don't understand it. Just to see, especially for this kid right
Josh?
Here. Yes, for that kid right here.
I'm gonna tell you. That's a different walk-on there, baby.
Nah, he ain't really no walk-on.
I know. I know.
He ain't no walk-on
I know.
at all. He's a scholarship football
I
player.
know.
And I think he's shown it throughout his career here. He hasn't got a lot of opportunities. But now the opportunities he's getting, he's making them pay.
Definitely take my hats off to that kid for how he's continued to work, though. And this is one of the sets right here that I love. This was one of the sets. Go back, Stu. That was one of the sets that I love right there. Pause it. This is almost like a 4, Kev, on that side, 4x1.
Kind of really.
With the back in the backfield.
5,
yeah,
really. With
the back in the backfield. So I love this set, bro, because you don't know what they're gonna do with the football. And then look how the defense is communicating right now. Look how they're communicating right now. And that's what you want to see. You want to cause that kind of confusion. Now you come out here and you get these guys pushing off the ball. I love this set. This was one of the
numbers,
especially with those guys mugged up
like that.
Man. That like right now, if you get that guy hooked,
you out the gate.
You out the gate.
You out the gate, and that's what happened. And he outflanked.
They ain't even blocking.
Exactly, he's outflanked. So what it was, they was reading the end on that.
Right.
Reading the end on that. Oh, let me tell you. You know, it's little. These are the little games that they was doing offensively that I thought was just great, man. You know, this kind of like this is something that you take out the Kansas City offense right here.
But another thing, to add on what you talked about earlier, was everything that matched was the players playing, play calling, with everything else. That matched what was going on throughout the whole night. It wasn't previous games that we watched or that we seen. It was like, what is our offense doing the first half?
Right.
But throughout this whole game,
right,
you had an idea of what we was doing.
That's exactly
right. What we was doing. You understood what our offense was.
That's exactly right. And you knew, and it was a very nice balanced attack, man.
RPO right there. Nice RPO right
And I think the fact that the running game was going so well, I think that is exactly what they wanted. They wanted that running game to get going. Because that running game to me, man, opened up everything.
Right.
The running game opened up everything to me. It opened up your RPO like we just saw. It opened up your play action passes. And what it also did was it slowed the damn pass rush.
Right. And if you read what Coach Kelly was talking about, they're really trying to push for Armani to play this week.
Good one.
Yeah. He actually practiced Tuesday. Wednesday, and I'm not sure about today, but I know he practiced Tuesday and Wednesday.
Listen, I got told you, ever since I've seen them backs you had work with you, Kev, I don't worry about the backs. All them guys are tight. See, they go back. This is what I'm talking about right here, dog. This is what I'm talking about right here. This is a simple play, bro. But it's executed. This is what we haven't seen. This is a simple play that everybody run this. Everybody run this play. But look how executed this play is. This is oh man, it's beautiful. It's beautiful.
Free man off the edge.
Let him run. Put the onus on this guy out in the flat. You know, and either go high low.
Let your back make a guy miss to score a touchdown.
And you know, Emery, he good for one now. So this is what I'm talking about. Look at the patience by this kid in the pocket right here. This is what you didn't see before. That's what you didn't see before. The patience of him and these guys uncovering. Boutique uncovering. Go back to the beginning for me.
No, that's it right here.
That's the big view, though. He uncovering all the way across the field. And it's a good job of him finding. That's practice. That's knowing where the play is, knowing where he's going. Wonderful job by him in the pocket, though. Sitting in the pocket, sliding in the pocket, and then turning and flipping his hip and letting that ball go. Beautiful job by him. You see it again here. Nice slide. Normally here, he would have took off.
1, 2, 3. Went back to one.
That's exactly
right. He went back to one and then came back to Boutte.
Nice. I'm going to tell you. Hey, this kid going to cause a problem with these recruits. I'm going to tell you that right now. Because if he keep playing like this, shit. Consistency.
That's all we need.
Same here. Sitting in the pocket. Look at his head. Look at oh my God.
That was his best throw tonight.
I
thought it was his most confident throw tonight. Besides the fade ball to Brian Thomas, just throwing it up and giving your playmaker a chance.
Well, listen, I love this whole play. I don't know, honestly. I thought he was throwing it outside.
Yeah, I thought he was throwing it to the tight end too, but he kind of.
But just the fact, well, now you know, I know he was throwing it 7 right there. But just the fact that he pulled up, stepped back inside, and zipped it, I love it.
Set his feet first.
Yeah, I love it.
Zip that boy.
I love it. The mechanics and everything on there was great, man. And that's what I haven't been seeing. Like, dude, I'm good with you throwing a peek. If it's like that, go ahead, give these guys a chance. I love it. Come back inside, boom, sit up, boom. Beautiful. Now, what the down and distance was on that? 3rd down?
Yeah, I really don't know what.
Because he had Emery. Yeah, you saw the back wide open now. That's your best friend. Now, see, we also have not been seeing that. That's accuracy from the pocket with a moving target.
Right.
And this guy, 2 weeks ago, that would have been on the back shoulder.
Mm-hmm. That was a tight window.
Tight window. The defender was on his back hip, Kev. Tight window. That's what I talk about when I say he was throwing crossing routes with accuracy. Beautiful throw.
Right.
Beautiful throw. Free play here. This is a free ball here. And this is alertness, knowing what's going on, understanding you have the free play, and knowing who has the right. Listen, Jayden Jenkins making some money for himself, Kev. Jayden Jenkins making some money for himself. And if these people that's watching college football don't think Jayden Jenkins is a guy that could play in the NFL for 10, 12 years based on how he plays and what type of athlete he is and how smart he is,
and
you're
he
kidding
can play
yourself.
special teams.
Exactly.
And he can play special teams.
Exactly. Jayden Jenkins is
free play, right? Free play.
Free play.
He looked off.
Yes, he did.
And everything.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Now, see, the only problem I have with this play is he stared him down the entire time. That's the only problem I have with this play, and it could have brought the safety over. But he might have known that the safety wasn't in the picture. You know what I mean? He might have known. Go back to. Can we get the other view?
Oh, you want the full screen?
Yeah, the big view from where he first got it. There. Now he reads low safety. He reads low safety here, which very intelligent. He reads low safety, and he understands that he doesn't have a threat. So that's why he's staring it down. And I'm talking. This is the one I was talking about. Would be.
I think it's because he had Kayshawn in the slot. Kayshawn
he was in the slot, but the safety was low. It don't matter if Kayshawn in the slot or not. If that safety high, yeah. But if that safety high, he down.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. So if he in the slot or not, if that safety's down, I got man-to-man coverage. Is what he got. Is what he's saying basically. But what I love about this though is, bro, the catch. The throw is behind, but. We talked about Brian Thomas. You and Wes were talking about Brian Thomas. Like, you know,
man can play ball.
Yes.
We need to give him a couple more targets.
Yeah.
Give him a little bit more. I understand we got some dogs.
Couple of more numbers in the game.
Couple of numbers in the game, dog. Cause he is. Listen, Brian Thomas Jr. Excuse me, no disrespect. Brian Thomas Jr. is a very, very, very special. Right. Receiver. And I know we got some special guys, Booty and the 8 and all these guys, but you know,
11 is one of those.
11 is one of those guys. 11 is one of those guys. And I'm gonna tell you, dog, like real shit. Creating matchups for our receiving group,
I would love it.
Is oh my God, Kev. Creating matchups for our receiving group. Who our passing game coordinator?
I gotta be Hank, huh?
Yeah, Hank. Purnell, yeah. Hey, you know Purnell. That's you, Purnell. Cortez. That's Cortez. I ain't even know Cortez was there to Purnell, dog. Hank. Oh, God, the dude's so funny, bro. And I found that out. Yeah, but Cortez did not listen. Ted, now I know Cortez, good guy. He should be having fun. Game planning for with these receivers, dog. Like, let's be real about it, Kel. We just pointed out BT, and you talk about Booty. Now we talking about 8. Now you talking about Bish.
How about you forgetting about him?
Nah, I ain't gonna forget it. It's just so many of them. I gotta let it slowly sink in.
About one. You didn't even name
Jayden. That's what I'm telling you. I gotta let them sink in. There's so many of them. You know what I'm saying? So many. So that's what I'm saying. Like who you know what I mean? You gotta give Kayshawn his just do right just based on
from UL.
That's what I'm saying. What's the boy name?
Tyron
Lacey. That's what I'm saying. Like, so the game planning should be beautiful. You got a whole lot of dogs you working with. You know what I'm saying? And now you got this young kid, Jay. Now he ain't young. Jayden Daniels. That look like he's getting it. You got the back. You got them horses back there. The old line, they running because the line opening up holes. So we can't say they haven't been doing a good job, even though it's been 6, 7 different people rotations and all thing going on right there. You know what that says to me though with those kids? Intelligent.
And their coach.
Oh, you already know how I feel about coach.
And their coach.
They are well coached.
Definitely.
Hey, we got one of the best offensive line coaches in the country now. Let me definitely say that we got one of the best. It's a reason he was retained and a reason why he was interim coach for a reason.
Definitely. Very
from right here in Baton Rouge. So let's not get it twisted. There's a reason why.
Shout out to Brad Davis.
Shout out to Brad Davis, man. Shout out to Brad Davis.
You want to see the defense too?
Who defense?
LSU defense versus Florida.
I just want to see Harold Perkins. Let me just see Perk. You saw what Perk did. He in the game.
It better be a play with Perk in it.
You saw Perk in the game. Y'all saw him in the game though. Yeah, he in the game.
They didn't give it to him though. You know how they do.
He in the game though, dog. You saw who in the game.
Yeah, that was.
Yeah, okay. You saw who in the game. Who shut it down. Yeah. I'm gonna tell you that boy. Wingo. Wingo. Lord, I be turning that boy W to an M, man.
Yes.
Yes. He know though. Wingo know. Hell.
He gonna answer the
Mingo. Listen.
Again. That was him again.
I've been talking about him. The boy could ball, boy. The boy could ball. He has a motor that just don't quit, bro. I'm gonna tell you what got us in trouble a couple times though was all these stunting. We get down and stunting. Let me tell you, they ate it up early. We get down and stunting, just weren't ready. Later on in the football game.
I tell you what I don't like to see is that they got two backs at Florida from Louisiana.
Mm-hmm. I think that was the first play again.
That was the first touchdown. That boy tossed it up. And I don't never like to see the backs or wide receivers from Louisiana somewhere else.
Never.
I don't like to see that, dog.
Never.
I don't like to see it. Once again, we get down early. You know how it go. They like my little girl in volleyball game. First set's always hell. Except for yesterday. I'm going to tell you, BJ is a monster.
Yeah, that was just two grown men.
That boy's right. It was like two alligators. Two. Yeah, you saw that? It was like two, two bulls. That's a grown man that quarterback now.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't gonna look at BJ. We had to wrestle that boy.
I promise you he is.
I didn't realize how fast he was.
You ain't gonna see too many runs like
when
that.
He
No. He like Debo Samuels.
Right.
He like Debo Samuels. That boy, if he could catch, Lord have mercy.
For real. You might want to think about that.
I'm telling you, that's a good decision right there by him. Good, the defense played good, man. We just gave up too many big plays. We got to cut down on the explosive plays.
They went back to that same play they ran the first play of the game.
Shut it down. Anytime outflanked that everybody overran. Mm-hmm. No gap control.
Yeah, I think the inside.
No gap control. Look how everybody fast flow. Everybody fast flowing because they think he's getting outside. Everybody fast flowing.
Bro,
who was 35?
Savion Jones.
Man, he looks slow as hell.
Montreal.
What year is he? What year is Savion?
Sophomore.
Yeah, sophomore.
Where Perk at?
Perk came off the backside. He wasn't. They kind of just took him out the play.
Oh, there go Perk. Perk on the. I knew Perk wasn't involved in chasing nothing when he in that middle now. All right.
Coming out of high school, two was one of the most patient high school running backs I've ever seen.
For Florida?
Yes.
Yep. He went to De La Salle. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Micah done played against him. I know exactly who. Yes, you're right. You're 100% correct.
He's like.
He see it, then he go though.
Yes, he gonna be patient with it now.
Yeah,
but he gonna.
He said one of the most patience you ever seen.
High school running back.
High school. That says a lot though.
Yes.
To have patience like that in high school.
Right.
Okay. Back to pass here, pull up, boom, good tackle, good form tackle there. That's my dog. That's my other one. Jay Ward pulled up on him just now. Jay Ward gonna make some money too, dog.
I promise.
Right. This is the problem. This was the problem right here. Look at this kid. My God. He is fast.
Like,
hey, nobody wanted to tackle him, dog.
exactly.
Nobody wanted to tackle him. That's a big old boy though, and he fast, man.
They did miss a little grab right
Nah,
here.
they ain't. Nah, damn the grab. I ain't worried about no damn grab. I don't care about no grab. They got to tackle this quarterback, man.
Check the tackle.
I don't care. Jaqueline.
Look.
Yeah, they holding Jack. They holding Jack.
That's
oh, you talking about up top? Up
Yeah,
top. Yeah, they all. I don't even know if that worked. He probably let him go. But still, right here. What about 23 right here on the tackle? What is he doing? He pushed him. Then what, my dog Jay Ward?
I think Jay's trying to knock the ball out.
Jay always trying to knock the ball out. He always trying. You got to tackle him. Get that big motherfucker on the ground.
Yeah, 3 made a business decision for sure.
3.
Yeah, he made a business. You ain't see him?
His business is tackling.
He made a business decision outside of that one.
He made a business decision.
Hey, he wanted no parts of that, boy.
13. It's 13, I think.
No, 3. Watch 3. Business decision, coach. Pull it up a little quick.
Oh yeah.
Man, listen, man. 13 did too.
They all made a business decision on that play, but look at 3. They could have just.
And you know he's aggressive.
Exactly. He wouldn't even got his flag if it was 2-hand touch.
You ain't lying. You ain't never lied.
That's Big J Roy right there.
Look at Jack. Jack. Oh, nice play, Jaqueline. Nice play, 99. We just had too many big plays, bro.
Perk.
You already know, man. You can't run the Perk side, man. You can't run to him. You can't run away from him.
They had him playing stack that time?
Yep.
So they're switching it up.
And yeah, but you remember before they say, oh, we didn't have the defense for him in that week. Remember that shit? Bruh. We ain't had the defense in. Now he in the middle. He in the sand. He in the wheel. Hell, you might see him at safety by the end of the year.
But just watch him on this play. He don't even move. He just take a little walk up, tracking him.
Clear! Hey, that was a game winner right there. That sealed the game right there. Hey, rewind it, dog. You know, we got highlight Perk. Rewind it. You see it again. You said it first. He just sat down on him. It was like a jaguar. Look at it, watching his prey.
You making me nervous.
Over with. Hey, that sealed the game right there. Shout out to number 40, man. Game winner, Brian Kelly. Listen, these coaches, dog, I don't even know. Listen, the kid's a young kid, okay? All the kids are young kids. Give them a little warning. Give them a little running in the morning or something. But don't take them off the field, baby. Especially not in your first year. Look at here. Who you think forced that? Perk. Let's go.
That's all I got on the defense.
That's all we need. You ended it perfect, Stu. That's the best job you did all year. Ending it right there with
damn,
2.
Stu, the best job you did
all year. In that thing with 2 highlights from Perk. Oh, yeah. That's what you got to do, baby. Hey, look. So, the Tigers. Impressive win, dog. Definitely. Impressive win, huh, Kel?
It's always impressive to go down to the swamp and win.
Mm-hmm. I hate the swamp, too. You ain't lying.
I actually like playing there. I actually like because the stadium is live.
It is.
It's live. They gonna be winning. They gonna have it. If Florida's rocking, that stadium could get loud.
You ain't lying.
Hell.
No, that stadium, and then it's so close.
Right.
Like the hedges are so close to you. It's like the fans are right there on top of you. You know what I'm saying?
Man, I love the atmosphere.
Let me tell you something, boy. My first experience in Florida, my mama called me after that game. She's like, I'm not going. Me now go back up there, so. Me now go. She hated it, dog. She ain't going back to Florida no more. She hate the fans. She hated everybody. I love playing. I hated playing in Florida, too. I ain't lying. It was a headache like hell. It was exciting, though. You're right, though. When that son of a gun rocking, boy, that place is rocking, and you can't hear nothing.
Nothing.
I'm talking about nothing.
It's just like going along with it.
So we got homecoming coming up this weekend. Ole Miss come in the building.
Man, the concert going on right now?
Last night.
Southern got a concert going on right now.
Southern got one right now.
Southern got
City Girls.
They got City Girls, Fredo Bang, Nardo Wick, Jacquees.
Nardo who?
Nardo Wick. He sing that song. What is that?
Who won't smoke with me? I don't want no smoke, dog. I don't want no smoke, dog. Homecoming for us and Southern this weekend. LSU. Hey, the city gonna be off the chain.
I promise you. I think I would gang it over the earlier. Right?
Everybody outside this weekend.
And my birthday Tuesday, I'm outside terrible.
Oh Lord Jesus.
Oh Lord.
Stu, y'all make sure y'all take care of her. Lord have mercy. And TJ, oh Lord, y'all make sure y'all take care of TJ. I know this is TJ's weekend.
For real.
Is that why he's not here right now?
He finna make so much money.
For sure.
This is TJ's weekend, dog.
He done already made money.
For real.
He hosted the homecoming concert last night. We had LSU.
That's what I'm saying. This is TJ's weekend, bro. Whew, I can understand that, but Ole Miss, damn, all that we got a football game.
Mm-hmm. Right.
And the Tigers got to build on this momentum, baby.
Definitely.
But they got the lane train coming in this thing. Oh, big bad. Hey, it's one offensive coach I got respect for, dog, is Lane Kiffin, bro. Like, you just know that crazy son bitch coming in here and he going to have some shit that you ain't never seen. We got some highlights of Ole Miss. Put the things up there. Lane Train coming in here, Kev. Lane Train is coming in, and listen, you say what you want about him defensively.
Right.
Offensively, it's simply because, listen, we talk about, you got to have an offense, you got to have a quarterback, you got to have receivers. But when you got a coordinator like Lane Kiffin that squeezes every morsel out of that orange, you know what I'm saying?
He said every morsel.
Every morsel. And gets every juice out, every little squeeze out, every little pulp. Dog, he coming in here, and then it's against the first-time head coach. They have a lot they're playing for as well.
Definitely.
They undefeated.
They playing for the West.
They playing for the West, baby. Lane Train ready. Lane Train want that matchup with the boy.
Mm-hmm.
The
first
boy.
Right now.
That's what I'm telling you. They ain't coming here as no slouch, but he ain't coming here to give that up. Run that thing.
It's a business trip.
It's a business trip for Lane. And Lane Train, he feel like Dion. Y'all disrespected us. Oh, my God. That happened fast.
Them running backs.
Serious. Lord Jesus Christ. That's what you call lightning in a bottle.
But look at the
blocking. He hit that, dog. They got a good, he hit that thing and was out of it. Oh, look at that offensive line.
I was about to say, look at them hogs up front.
Look at them big boys. Oh, yeah. Lord Jesus.
Hit on the goalpost.
He run hard when he just in the open field.
Right. Ain't nobody around him. He ain't had to run that hard.
Oh my goodness.
That's a different run?
That's a different run, but it looked the same.
That's a different run.
Good golly. Hey. My boy say Shazam.
Man, that boy run hard, man. He look. Goodness gracious. Well, they always say Lane been known for that run. Lane putting them horses at you right now, boy. Lane putting them hogs at you right now. Goodness gracious.
So what you trying to say, Stu? We got to stop the run?
Yeah, we got to stop the run.
They had 300-yard rushes last week.
We got to stop the run. We got to stop the run.
Quarterback only threw the ball 19 times last
Definitely got to stop the run.
They ran 60.
See, this is what I'm talking about with Lane, dog. Lane is an OC that utilizes what he has.
Right.
And that's what you have to do, and that's what he sees. You got these horses, you got this running. Oh Lord, that's a quarterback. You got these. You got these quarterbacks that can run the foot.
He ain't got that extra.
He got enough though.
Exactly.
He got enough to keep you honest.
First downs.
He got enough to keep you honest. So the game plan should be to put the ball in his hands.
They don't have more than, they got like one or two receivers. They got a guy from Mississippi State, and then they got Mingo, which is number 1, I want to say. But they just run the ball a lot.
Yeah, well, that's the strength of their team. The strength of their offense is their offensive line. And they running back. Look at those
hogs up
look at them damn offensive linemen. You see the ass on them damn hogs? That's how you judge them offensive linemen now.
All right, coach.
And this is the thing. You don't see any really blown assignments. You see backs at least getting to the second level. You know what I mean? Consistently.
You see them getting vertical quickly.
They getting vertical quickly, kid.
Very quickly.
Hat on a hat.
Bam, get vertical.
Yeah, we're going to have to start the running game. LSU's definitely going to have to start the running game. And then be ready for whatever it is that Lane, be ready for whatever it is that Lane puts in there that we're not used to seeing.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because you're going to get a formation. You're going to get either it's an unbalanced, trips with the receivers, like anything. I mean you got to be ready that won't come in.
They pulled the lineman.
It's crazy.
The opposite way of the run.
To pull the linebacker.
That's exactly right. To pull the backer.
Right.
Because all you need is a step. All you need is a step in the wrong direction.
And they got it.
Lane got that San Francisco play calling type mentality. Cut the defense.
It's space. You see a lot of spacing too. It's spacing, and you say what you want about this quarterback. He definitely got enough to get it done.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
He definitely got enough to get done.
But what he does have is, I guess, like strength to take the hits.
Yeah, durability.
Yeah, I mean he's not small.
No, durability. He definitely he has that decision making too. That's what you see from him. Very decisive on the decision making with this. Yeah, we're gonna have to start the run. We definitely gonna have to start the run. We got the components to do it though.
Oh yes.
We got the components to do it to stop the run. Now what you
Is
got?
a receiver in the backfield? Oh, that's a running back.
It's a receiver in the backfield. You know Lane gonna throw you some crazy stuff.
Oh man.
I already know. That's why I asked.
Oh man.
Now they in the center.
Another thing, what it is, you gotta get ready. You gotta get set, guys. Can't get set. You gotta get ready for the tempo. You gotta get ready for the tempo.
The tempo guy.
Yeah, you gotta get ready for the tempo and the fast and the illusion and the misdirection. You gotta get ready for it. And just like we sitting here talking, they ain't gonna go away from the run. But I guarantee you see a couple more big play attempts in this game here coming up. Cause there's something Lane unseen. Look at we here. We got a tackle.
That was a throw, though.
It was a throw. He decided to pull up. Oh, yeah. He decided to pull up. Excuse me. He decided to tuck it. Definitely was a throw, Cal. Fast flow. Now we coming back. Yeah. Now we coming back.
Because look at 8.
Yeah.
He was running a route.
Yeah.
Maybe the quarterback was supposed to release 2 and he just started blocking.
I'm not telling you what rule they had.
Wow. Wanted to see was he gonna uncork one.
Right.
So I could see.
When the play extra pass, they were trying to get behind him. Yeah. The deep post was too late.
Yeah.
The crosser beat him to the middle of the field, so it didn't work out right.
Took it away. It's a lot of space and illusion involved. Oh, no, he could throw the ball.
Yeah, he could throw it. He was a starter at USC.
Oh, no, he could throw the ball. He definitely could throw the ball. That intermediate touch ball? Oh, baby. Drop it in the bucket.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So that even, just seeing that just now, that even puts me even in the more mindset that you load it up. It's going to be 2 game plan. Lane's going to have 2 game plan.
There you go.
That's late, but yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. He going to have 2 game plans. Uncork it.
He always has 2 game plans.
Yeah. 2 game plans.
Always.
You come in and load it, we're going to got one. We're going to load them up and line you up. And then this is the other thing. I don't think nobody respect our DBs like that. You know what I mean? For real. I don't think nobody respect our DBs like that. I think we've shown a lot of blown coverage. I'm sure Lane sees something that he could take advantage of. We've shown a lot of blown coverage. We've given up a lot of big plays the past couple weeks in the passing game. You know what I mean? So I think that they ain't going to go away from the run, but they're not going to be scared about even trying to push the ball down the field with the passing game against us. I wouldn't be, honestly. You see a lot of space. They try
to create.
Yeah, and trying to let those guys so they can operate in space. Those good athletes that they have.
The good athletes that they do have. That's one thing Ole Miss do have is some good athletes.
I was just thinking that, Kev, like and it ain't been like that all the time though.
Ooh, wait a minute.
It ain't been like that all the time. Not. Let me say this. When I was in school, Ole Miss had good athletes, but then there was a period where Ole Miss did not have good players, and now you had when Lane got there. Right, I got now you know what I'm saying. I'm not talking about like it was a period when they didn't have those guys that you could just line up and. But now, shit.
At one point they had DK Metcalf.
They did.
Brown,
they did.
Van Jefferson. On
they
one
did.
Receiver corps.
Yeah, they did.
No, but I think
I'm
that's
talking
when
about,
it started coming back.
That's what I'm saying. I'm talking about from a period
when I see what you're saying now.
That was a time they had good athletes. But now, I mean, shit, Metcalf them started that thing coming back.
Yeah. The state of Mississippi.
Because nobody was going there. They weren't doing well, but you was getting your in-state guys. Those were the guys that was, like Metcalf. Metcalf is in-state guy. But yeah, when you start winning offensively, they weren't attractive.
Right. They're attractive now.
Oh, is they ever?
Now they lose. See you in the end zone.
Lord, Jesus. Hit your head on that goalpost. Right there, baby. Yep, they got him now. One's explosive. They got him now. And this is why I say I don't think that they will be shy from attacking.
Fake pitch. Screen on the backside. One man to beat.
Yes.
And other time,
leaving it on the receiver to do it.
Every other time you seen him go in the center, it was a run, a pitch, a handoff, a fake, or something that he just kept. It all looked the same as the last one. That's the thing with Kiffin, man. Great spacing. Maybe get the great spacing to be able to get in those holes.
With a deep ball.
Yeah, this kid could play the ball, play the position now.
It is Vandy, though.
Shit, don't matter. I'm talking about just the fact of getting the ball out there. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, he has the arm talent to do it. So, it's not like, we got to stop the run, but we got to stop the pass, too. Now that I'm watching the entirety of this footage.
Yeah, but shit like Stu said, Stu pulled up the whole Vandy game.
Yeah, this is a Vandy game. Last week, he went 9 for 19 with 100, 30 yards, 3 touchdowns and an interception.
What you failing to understand is,
but they couldn't stop the run. So.
I'm not looking at whether or not. I'm looking at whether or not he can make them throws and get the ball in the area, and he can. Yeah. So that's all for me, that's what I'm saying. Like, we just got to make sure that we don't get hung up on all the runs and all
like that. A play like that.
Exactly. The kid got some moxie about himself, you can tell.
I mean, that's just a good play call, bro. That's a great design.
But how many times we say, Kev, like a coach will win you 2 football games and will also lose you 2 or 3 football games.
Definitely.
And Lane is that. You know what I mean? All these here. You know what he makes you do? He makes you cover the whole damn field.
Definitely.
You got to cover the whole field with Ole Miss this weekend. And we can do it. Yeah. And they got to recognize that. Just like how you see it so quick, Stu, they got to recognize that as well. Personnel recognition would be very, very vital in this game. Pulling up inside. Nice job there. Now we're going to take off. The kid has enough to get it done. Definitely with his feet as well. It's a tough opponent for homecoming. But hell,
Last couple of years was
SEC.
Florida.
SEC though, hell, it's gonna be tough every
Pick
week.
one.
Yeah.
Pick one.
Unless you bring in, the deaf, dumb, and somebody
No, don't
else.
do it, bro. Don't do it.
Yeah, that's why I stopped.
Don't do it.
But I get what you
Yeah. Western Kentucky or something. That's a problem right there.
Definitely.
Dude. That is a problem. Explosive. That's what we talking about right there. When you say recognize, you got to recognize who's in the backfield. Perk, you better see this, baby.
This
Ole Miss defense.
Yeah.
Oh Lord, who we got could do this? Jayden Daniels.
I was about to say what you mean. The quarterback.
Well, you know what I'm saying? We talked out and point out their defense. This is where our offense is going to have to stay on the field, exploit what they do, and use our athletes. Because if we definitely should be able to run. We should be able to do whatever the hell we want against Ole Miss defense, honestly.
Right.
This should be
this
a
is an
slaughter.
area of the game that we should win
dominate
offensively.
That's right. Especially based on what we seen last week. We should come out this thing and dictate what we want to do to them and even help the defense in that regards and controlling the line of scrimmage and controlling the down and distance and picking up first downs. That's how you keep those guys off the field. I don't think running the football, I'm not saying it's going to be like, hot knife through a butter, but, hey, we should be able to run the football against Ole Miss. Look at these gaps.
Big gaps.
Oh, man. We should be able to run the football. They're not big up front. They're not a big up front team. They try to disrupt by moving, twisting, and stunting. And sometimes they twist. It's like here, they twist themselves out of some situations. Right. So our offense against Ole Miss defense should be huge advantage LSU. Now, Ole Miss offense against LSU's defense, and you add Lane Kiffin in there, and this is House's first time. House, you got to come up to the plate, baby.
Got to get
Kiffin.
A couple of stops.
Got to get some stops.
Got to get some
stops. Yep. Got to get some stops. Got to get you a couple stops. Our defense wins with a couple stops. We get a couple stops, we should be good. And our special teams need to continue. Need to turn it on. Need to continue to get better. Up and down. We need to put one together, special team wise. But you see here, man, we should be all right offensively, passing the football, running the football, whatever we choose to do, just make good decisions like we've been doing from the position with Jayden Daniels, and we should be fine. Take care of the football.
Got a lot of holes in that zone.
There's a lot of holes in that zone.
Spot.
Find you a spot, bro. Find you a spot. I mean, you can anticipate a bunch of this.
We know.
Yeah, you can anticipate, these holes, and we know what Jayden Daniels would do with, little holes and creases like this if there's nobody open. The same thing you see here. Score. Yeah, you cut that off. So I think it's safe.
Might as well let the last one run.
Take that flag out the end zone. What home game that is?
That's Ole Miss.
Exactly. So Ole Miss defense is, suspect at best. Their offense is very good. LSU's defense is good. LSU's offense versus Auburn should be great. Special teams.
Ole Miss.
Huh?
You said Auburn.
I said Auburn. Ole Miss. Yeah. Special teams. We should win, but you never know with our special teams.
You very confident with that one.
What?
Special teams that we should win.
No, I say special teams you should win, but you never know with our special teams because this is another. They coming off of a decent week, so this is another week. So you don't know what the hell they gonna do. The special team coach got to get them units consistent, man. That special team ain't working right now. But we'll see what goes into this week. So what you think? What you think, Jay? Give me a score.
Let me
You
see.
about to sing?
Let me see. No, I was thinking.
I'm about to say that.
Maybe like, I think it's going to be close. So probably like, maybe 21, 27, 24, 27.
What?
I think it might be low.
What's your score?
I don't know. I'm
See what I'm
going
saying?
to say 21, 27.
What is it?
That's what I just said. 21, 27.
All right. 21-27. Oh, it took you that long because nobody else ain't saying no score. What you
No,
got?
I didn't
O?
have one in my head yet.
I think it's going to be a high score game. So I'm going to probably say like 37-31 LSU.
Stu.
Since last week, put up 45. Ole Miss and Florida defenses I would say they kind of resemble each other. I would say Florida has the better defense.
I was just about to say, what the hell you talking about?
But I'm saying like they resemble each other in terms of they both two units that really haven't lived up to probably what their standard is this year. So I'm gonna go 40, 42.
You think LSU go 40 again?
42, 31. LSU win.
Kev, you know you go last. It's your weekend.
What you got?
I got 31-24 LSU.
Okay, now. Lane scores over 30 points a game now.
I don't know.
So you got that much confidence in our defense?
Nah, I just think that's what it's gonna be like. 31-24. Something like that.
Low scoring game. Both teams trying to control the clock running the ball. Unless, like we talked about, Lane trying to get that deep ball out of there every once in a while. You know how we said we want to get at least 2-3 play action deep balls a quarter.
Explosive
like
plays, yeah.
Right.
Armani will play this weekend. Just got announced 30 minutes ago.
And you know the thing with it too is like both teams coming in this thing, I think, trying to establish the run.
Right.
You know what I mean? So
we
we'll see.
That changed a little bit too now.
Mm-hmm.
All right, stop playing. I'm going to say 38-35 LSU.
Who win? Oh, LSU. All right.
Man, come on now. I don't give a damn how much I think we ain't going to win. I'm going with LSU.
Oh, I picked against us last.
Yeah, I know
us.
you
2 weeks
did.
in a
I
row.
know.
What week?
You picked against us when you played Tennessee.
That was it.
You picked us against Florida last week?
Yeah.
You did.
That was the only one, Tennessee. And what happened?
The Florida game was definitely a winnable game. Just like this one.
Yeah. I think that's winnable.
And what made it even more winnable after their performance against the Florida.
That's right.
Like, I thought they could have won the game.
That's right.
But after the Florida game, their performance, I really wow. And I think people also believe the same thing because they're a 3-point favorite, I think.
Yeah. What it's going to take is just the same, just continue to build on last week.
Right.
And that'll be fine. But shit, look, we're going to take a break. We're going to come back. We're going to get into these hot topics. Basketball has started. Woo, woo, woo.
Whoa, man, I thought that was our gig, me and you.
I love basketball, dog. These cats be whining too much. I don't like when they be doing all that whining.
Yeah. feel you.
I hate when they be whining. I love basketball, but they be doing too much damn whine. Then all on don't be playing sometimes. You remember we had you ain't go. We had went to go see LeBron play on LeBron. He ain't play.
Bro, I would have been. I ain't gonna lie, I would have been hurt.
I know, dog.
Like I'm here to see bro.
I couldn't see the king, dog.
On the cool though, Pelicans look pretty good.
Ooh, Pelicans do look good now.
We gotta get down there.
On the cool, I talked to DG. He had told me it was gonna be like this.
For real.
Yeah, so I gotta
shout out to them Pelicans. We gotta get down there, baby.
Gotta get to a couple of games.
On the floor.
Sunday night we on it.
Love the Pelicans. I get down there.
That's the home opener.
Oh, I'm going to the one where they play Golden State now.
I think I'm going to go to State.
I'm going to Golden State one.
When is that?
I don't know. I just know I'm going to that one.
When is it?
I'm going to let you know later. We going to that one. Golden State. We're going to be back, though. We're going to take a break. We're going to be back, come back, hot topics. Basketball done started. Yeah. The Pelicans. Shout out to the Pelicans, though.
Bama lost last week.
Who?
Bama
lost. I wasn't surprised.
Not at all.
I wasn't surprised Bama lost. Do you see who Tennessee got at quarterback? That's one of my new favorite players from last year. We're going to be back on where my Dawgz at.
Why you got to stick that leg up like this, though?
In a wreck, Gordon McKernan Injury Attorneys is ready to go to work for you. Come meet your team.
I'm your intake specialist. I coordinate your case and connect you with your attorney and paralegal.
That's us, your legal team.
Thanks. And we'll fight to get you every dollar you deserve.
I'm your settlements and disbursement manager, and I'm here to get you paid on time.
I'm attorney Gordon McKernan. Put our team to work today. Just call us. Get it done.
So shit, if he's gonna come out and do that every time, now come back and backtrack and try to call Jimbo. You know that I talked to Jimbo personally about this, and their friendship was a friendship that was more professional. Yeah, you know what I mean? Professional. Not we gonna spend time in the off season and with our families and all that bullshit. It was, very professional. You coach for me. We learn from each other, that type of thing. We know each other's bullshit also. I know your bullshit, you know mine. So why would you bring that up? You know what I mean? Why would you open up that can when now they going to dig into your shit? So now they going to dig into all the bullshit. Guys could come out that's disgruntled with you, could come out and say all kind of bullshit. Guys that you just offered that bag to, that didn't take it and went somewhere else and took the other bag. Now they could come out and say, you know what I mean? It's just all that shit. So why not keep all that in house? And coaches chimed in on that. Lane Kiffin chimed in too. Lane Kiffin was like, Lane Kiffin said his mouth was still wide open. It was 7 o'clock and he's still looking at the television. And the press conference was at damn 1 o'clock in the afternoon. You know what I mean? So all those coaches chimed in because they were surprised at what happened with Coach Saban saying that. Because if you think about Coach Saban, everything that he does is very calculated, and it's to move the needle in his direction, in his favor. So I don't know if what his motive was. I would love for him to let us know what that was, or to come out so we can find out. I don't know what his motive was, but whatever his motive was, it was definitely something that he planned, in my opinion, just from playing for him and knowing him as friends. Hot topics, dog.
How you feeling?
Hot topics. Let's get into that right now. What we talking about right now is, myself. I played for Coach Jimbo Fisher, and I also played for Coach Nick Saban. at the twilight of my years at LSU, transferring from Coach Jerry DiNardo. And I've spoken about this a couple times. We got to turn the air up down in here, dog. Damn. I've seen Coach Saban, honestly, get into a few spats with coaches, with players. And the one person, honestly, and everybody knows Jimbo's my guy, but the one person that I've never seen back down is Jimbo Fisher, right? So for Coach Saban to go into the kind of rant that he did, but I think it was a very strategic, a very planned rant on his part. I don't know if the name calling part, I think somebody might have slipped him a Mickey or slipped him something before he got on that podium. Because for him to call out Jimbo and then call out Deion Sanders, which has put all his efforts into trying to revitalize the HBCU and trying to bring notoriety and some platform to those guys at the HBCU level, for him to call them guys, and especially for him to call them guys out after dog. Coach Saban been winning the damn recruiting war and the recruiting battles for years now. Do we really think that he's winning those without the under-the-table deals that's now on top of the table? I mean, it's college football. You've been dominating the sport recruiting-wise and coaching-wise for a while now. So my thing is, damn, you talk about parity and you want everybody to catch up. Well, parity is happening. You know what I mean? Parity is happening when it comes to the Texas A&Ms, the Clemsons, the Ole Miss, these teams that used to be in the middle of the pack, and now these teams are now stepping up to the plate because of NIL. And the question, and that's why I said when he was at this meeting that he was having, it was for boosters. You know what I mean? It was how you talking about somebody else's money and you there begging for money. You there trying to get these people to, or you trying to let them know, listen, these guys, the reason why they took 4 of the top 8 guys that we were going after, and they are edge rushers and they are defensive players, it's because they got more money. It's because they offered these guys more money. Their NIL deals were better. So open up them textbooks and let me get this money. You know, whether it was that angle or the angle of trying to, like you said, get some kind of parity for the NCAA or the federal government or whoever the hell to come in and regulate what they're doing with the money, I say this, man, you better catch up.
In a wreck, Gordon McKernan Injury Attorneys is ready to go.
Well, I got to tell you what happened. So, man, when they play that song, that fight song, man, you know, we only play that fight song in the fourth quarter and the start of the game. Well, it was a time where they were trying to rally us because we were getting our ass destroyed.
Yeah, it was 13-0 at halftime.
The band played the fight song in the second quarter.
Sure did.
Man,
they absolutely
that
did.
goddamn song got in my bones, and I started having a goddamn out-of-body experience. And I told Coach Saban was walking, and I told Coach Saban, Coach, I want to play. And he looked at me and said, "Why step behind the line?"
The coach is the most important play in this whole thing with these guys, because one is new offenses, then guys are younger, guys are coming from different systems, coming from different everywhere. So the one that's the other fact that's going to come into this, whoever picks this shit up the fastest, whoever picks this
it's
up
an even
to where,
playing field.
Yeah, 100%.
Even playing field, because you talk about Miles Brennan having experience. He's had, 4 different coordinators in 4 years?
Yeah, but that helps him also.
Yeah, because that's just different terminology at that point. I've seen it all. Yeah. To bring back the Joe Brady one. That one worked. That one seemed to work.
Yeah, you adapt, man. You adapt to it. And Nussmeier, by him coming, his dad being a coach and coming from that pedigree and that background, this is also something that he should be comfortable with. I know he's young, but learning different terminology, concepts are basically the same.
It's different verbiage.
Curl flat is curl flat. Goals is goals. You know what I mean? It's just different terminology. So that type of thing for them should get picked up pretty easily from Nussmeier, from all those guys. All those guys are smart guys. Miles, all those guys. They should pick that up pretty swiftly. But Nussmeier's advantage in this whole thing is, I mean, without a doubt, his legs. Without a doubt, his confidence. You know, without a doubt, his ability. And he actually reads defenses pretty good right now for the stage that he is in his young career. He picks up defenses and goes to the right place with the ball pretty good. His problem is getting them feet in line all the time or going there because he's so athletic. You know what I mean? So sometimes he just relies strictly on that quick twitch and getting that ball out, but he has to get his feet lined up. And also with him, he has to work on that accuracy as well.
I remember going to the Tennessee camp.
Oh, this is a great story.
And I had locked everybody up. Yeah. Like, literally, I was licking my chops, and I'm like, yo.
Jarvis and Odell were there, right?
Everybody was there.
Yeah,
Like, yeah. I'm like, all y'all get in line. Like, everybody, come on. I'm going to go
get back in line.
I'm going to go rep after rep. And then it really kind of turned into a show where none of the DBs wanted to go.
Yeah.
None of the receivers wanted to go. It was literally, then it turned to me and Jarvis.
Right.
Just one-on-one. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah, well, I think it starts here, you know, and we have a good bit of people on this particular staff who are from Louisiana, who know and believe in our hearts that this place produces the best football players in the country, you know, and I think the numbers speak for themselves. Per capita, produce the most NFL players, you know what I mean? So even from an analytical standpoint, it makes sense to take the kids from here because the chances of them playing in the league are higher than if they come from anywhere else. Yeah. I think our brand is super powerful, so we will have to recruit at a national level, or there's really no reason that we shouldn't, you know what I mean? Because if we can get a top player from another state who can help us win a championship, then of course, right? But I think it starts right here in Louisiana and then right here in Baton Rouge. You know, there's some really good players who are still available that are right here in Baton.
We had these sweatpants. I wish I still had them. Now, they don't fit the style now because they're like the baggier, but like they're gray. You remember the gray ones? Like the football had them. They were fire. Like the best sweatpants I've ever had, and then I lost them.
I don't think you lost them.
You think someone stole them?
Yeah.
I mean, did you sneak into my house and steal my sweatpants?
No,
Like,
that's not what I'm saying. I figured
You're not picking up what he's putting down.
Yeah,
just go ahead and keep going.
Yeah. That's the one thing that's not leaving the apartment. I mean, there's not, those don't fit.
I'm saying, watch yourself. Watch out. They're out for you.
He tried to let you go. You kept prodding with this.
Those don't fit.
Doesn't matter.
They're not wearing that.
There's a drawstring.
Yeah, they're going to cut them up.
They're not wearing that.
Bro, they were stealing fraternity.
Right. Hey, now listen, I've lost some many Lululemon shirts. I regret that. I've lost.
What is going on?
I've lost many a fraternity shirt.
I've lost some LSU
What is this,
gear.
the red light special right now?
I've lost some LSU gear that I wish I could get back. I ain't getting it back.
We're just trying to warn you about that gear. You only get it for the year.
I don't know what y'all are talking about. I'm talking about my friends coming into my apartment and using my clothes. I don't know what y'all are talking about, but that's all I'm talking about.
Oh, God.
I don't know. I mean, I'm from Lafayette. My boys would come in, stay in my apartment.
Oh, God.
I don't know what y'all are saying. I mean, this is a children's show, boys. What y'all talking about over here?
Hey. Oh, my God.
What's so funny?
Say Lafayette that way better.
Oh, God.
Lloyd can't even get up.
That might be an all-time show moment.
Okay.
I'm just going to be honest with you.
Oh, my God.
All right.
Lafayette wants your LSU gear.
I told you, we don't take it.
And they're guys.
Awesome. We're sitting in the dugout.
So funny you say that.
And Pelfrey is not pitching today, but he's in full uni, like he's like turfs, and he's standing up on the fence, like whatever, just like this, watching the game, and we start talking about, pissing your pants, like something like whatever. And he was like, "I'll piss my pants right now."
No way.
We're wearing gray pants, long gray pants. He goes, "I'll piss my pants right now." No, you won't. Yeah, how much money do you give me? So we gathered up like however many people were in there. I think it ended up being like $2,000 total.
I pissed my pants for $2,000.
And
100%.
So he goes in there, and he's watching the game, and He just starts pissing in his pants. Gray pants.
Yeah.
So you see it going down his pants. It's long pants going into his turfs. And he's just going into his turfs. He takes his turfs out and dumps out the pee outside on the warning track, on the dugout. And he just puts them back on, and he finishes the inning. He waits till the inning is over with to leave. And so he's watching the whole inning with piss in his pants. And everybody is dying laughing. Manager's laughing. Everybody's laughing. He gets up out of it and walks to the dugout, pee all in his pants, in the gray pants. It was awesome.
Oh yeah, Jay, let's go now. It's your shit. What? Hey. Hey,
I've been going a week, so I need to hear.
I want to talk about that Bobby Bristol shit too. The kid that he killed the man after the Tennessee game. You know that Bobby Bristol song?
Wait, huh?
What?
The kid that ran over the guy at Ben-Hur after the Tennessee game.
Oh yeah.
Remember about that?
Yeah.
Ran him over in the Range Rover, and they were looking for the Range Rover. Check this shit out. We back yet?
Yeah, we back.
Oh, we are back. But yeah, that happened. That was Bobby Bristol playing for the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Yeah.
That was his son. His son go to La Tech, came down. From what I understand and from reading the shit was, it's a lot going on with this situation. Cause the kid got an attorney either Saturday night or Sunday morning, and they put the bolo out for the Range Rover that ran over and killed the guy. A lot of people saw it. The guy was with his friends coming from the football game. But this is the part that, I mean, I know they give, I know they, you know, when you have high-powered attorneys and things like that, they can make some things happen, you know, money and things of that nature. But the kid's attorney called in Sunday and was like, yeah, that's him, identified himself, that was him. And they worked out a deal for him to turn himself in on Wednesday. From Sunday to Wednesday. And I know, you know, usually I've, you know, heard, I've been with guys and they say, you know, the attorneys call and they be like, you know, turn yourself in 24 hours, you know, something like that. But I don't know why the kid got until Wednesday to turn himself in, because, you know, this is the thing with it, and, you know, all respect due to, I don't know the guy that lost his life, but everything that I read about that, about what happened with the incident, because he was behind another vehicle. So he was behind another vehicle, and the other vehicle had stopped and was ushering people across at the light. And he decided that he wanted to go around and go. And that's what happened. He sped around another vehicle and ran and killed the pedestrian. And, you know, I think that just because of the validity of the situation, the fact that somebody died, and because it was coming from a football game and all the circumstances, we all know, we all go to football game. We know what circumstances are involved with coming from a football game, drinking, partying, hanging out, things of that nature. I just think that it should have been a little bit more sensitivity on the part of whoever, I don't know who it was, whether it was Helen Moore, whether it was whoever that got in touch with him, for the kid to be able to have from Sunday to Wednesday to get yourself cleaned out, whatever in your system to be out, based on what just took place. I think that's something that should have been taken into consideration before you decide that you're going to give somebody damn near 72 hours to turn themselves in off of, you know, somebody getting killed. So it's going to be interesting to monitor the situation going forward because I just heard about it. I actually heard about it, but I just really started reading about it yesterday. And they even caught me a little bit more, Kev, because it was, Bubby's son.
Right.
And the football aspect of it, him being a quarterback and stuff like that. But it'd be interesting to see about this going forward, man, to see what happens and what this kid gets charged with or what comes out with the situation. And I just want to pay my respects and everything to the family of the kid that got killed. So start out like that there, but we got some more hot topics. That's just the first one. What you got, Jay?
Basketball is back. NBA is back.
The Pels.
I'm not a Pels fan. I like the Pels, but I'm not a Pels fan.
Your team is not really that good. They're okay.
They lost by one? Let me see.
If you lose by 1 or 100, what's the outcome?
But they did blow the lead.
Still
but I mean,
they lost.
Still a loss, right?
I see the Pelicans. We wouldn't have blew that. They wouldn't have.
So what's going on with the Pels? What about basketball? I love basketball. I love basketball.
I'm excited that they're back. The basketball is back.
That's your sport.
But the thing that I did take from it, a lot of the games, their top scorers, those teams didn't win. Except for the Memphis. Memphis, their highest score was Ja Morant with 34 points. They won. But all the other teams, their top scorers led the team. They still didn't win. So that was kind of interesting to see. Interesting stat that I took from it.
So, with the basketball angle, who's the favorites this year? Who's the favorites this year? Golden State.
Golden State, yeah.
Golden State, Boston again.
Celtics.
I guess Philadelphia.
They lost last night.
Oh, the Clippers. Kawhi back. Them.
So Kawhi back full time now?
He on a minute restriction right now, but he coming back.
Kawhi been on a minute restriction his whole
career. They said they're finna bring him back. It's like he finna come off the bench though. That's what they're saying, Kawhi.
Yeah. They talking about a minute restriction. I mean,
I don't care if Kawhi start or come off the bench.
Right.
Probably
if he come
better.
off the bench, that might be better.
But with him, you want to be able to. I understand the thing with him. You want to be able to build him for the end of the season and the playoff and the run and all that. But I mean, my goodness, I'm with Kel. When? I guess it started about 8 years.
Yeah,
it definitely
the mini restrictions.
Many restrictions and guys taking games off for exertion or fatigue. All those things. I mean, listen, I guess, I ain't a basketball player. I don't play 80-something games or whatever it is. But, I mean, hell, everybody before them did it. Everybody before them, from the inception of basketball, they all played. Now, you can say athletes getting all this stuff. Yeah, it's true. Hey, yeah, they're getting bigger. They're getting this. They're getting all. I don't care. They still play. You still play. Whatever the teams and these organizations want to do to preserve their superstars. Because them other guys that ain't superstars, they play. They play every game. Right?
They have to.
They play every game. So we're just preserving the guys that the fans want to see. And, you know what I'm saying? That's what you got to do. I love to see a LeBron for a long. So if you could preserve him longer, preserve the boy. You know what I'm saying? So I don't, whatever you want to do in the organization, you do it. But it's the fans that hurt. I hate to come to a damn game and I'm thinking I'm about to see LeBron and I don't see LeBron. You know what I'm saying? Or Kawhi or somebody and I don't see him.
Hey, it sounded like that happened before.
It did happen, dog. Went to see LeBron and LeBron ain't come. Ain't played. Minute restriction shit. Nah, give me my money back. I want a restriction on my money. I come to see LeBron, give me half my money back. Cause he at least worth half of the ticket. He worth 80% of the ticket, actually. But y'all ain't gonna give me that back. Give me back my 50%, man, of my money if I don't see LeBron.
I knew that story was real because it sounds sensitive.
Yeah, it's real. I went to see LeBron and LeBron ain't play. He on minute restriction. It was somebody else on minute restriction for the other team too that I wanted to see. Man,
Golden State, I think you said you want to see.
Golden State, Curry. And I don't even care about Draymond, but
nah, come on, don't do that to Draymond.
I never I love Draymond game
he's
and
a part of the show.
Yeah, but he ain't the part of the show that I come to see. I kind of see them yellow boys put that thing up.
It's about 3 of them.
Yeah. Who?
Pool.
Nah, not him.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
That ain't who I was coming. I just recently started.
He's the one off the bench, really.
I know, but I'm talking about before him. I just recently.
Before, you talking about Clay and stuff.
That's it. That's the only 2 I'm talking about.
You gotta put Pool
Them
in the
2
mix
butter
now.
boys, huh?
You gotta put Pool in the mix now.
Now, yeah. He's just an X factor, him.
Yeah.
That boy there a dog.
Exactly what he is.
He a dog. I'm telling you, that boy Pool a dog, boy. And you better keep your daughters and shit locked up around that boy too. He is not playing, boy. That boy is not playing. You believe it. What else we got?
On that same little.
So what about, hold on, basketball, what about Kyrie them and Durant them? Them boys ain't balling?
They lost.
But listen.
To the Pels.
Oh.
130
In
to
Brooklyn.
108.
In Brooklyn?
In Brooklyn.
I ain't gonna lie though, dog. KD, I just feel sorry for KD, dog.
He had 32 points and they still lost.
I feel sorry for KD, dog. Because there's one thing you know about KD, dog. When KD hit that flow, you going to get everything from him.
Yeah.
That son bitch, Ben Simmons, oh, Lord, he like the opposite of KD.
He fouled out.
Ben Simmons?
Dang.
He had 4 points.
Oh, Lord.
Chris Paul had 6 points last night.
But, dog, if you KD and you putting in that work like that and you got Ben Simmons, sometimes you don't know what Kyrie going to do either, even though he's great. You just don't know what he going to do. Like, them 3, like, those 3 guys on the same team, if Ben Simmons' head was on right, and like that's a nice big 3 right there.
Yeah.
It's a nice big 3.
It'd be a nice big 3 if they was all in sync, Kel.
But don't the big 3 consist of you scoring points?
I would have been shit. Ben Simmons, he ain't scoring no points.
None. 4 points.
That's what I'm saying. It'd be if his head was on right.
I just hear stories like when he was here.
Terrible.
And that exactly. So to me,
terrible.
What makes us think that the guy has changed?
I don't, dog. Cause anybody that come in with a plan the way he did and execute, I ain't gonna lie, the boy had a plan, and they let him execute that plan, and he did it. But dog, boy, oh my God, they keep giving him opportunities though, based on youth and based on potential, and I think that's what everybody else keeps saying, like based on, if he would get out this thing about shooting jumpers, this jumper shooting shit, I think from the beginning when it started how many years ago, it totally screwed this kid up, dog. It totally screwed it. I'm talking about his psyche, Kel, for real. His psyche, I think it screwed all his psyche up, man. Dude. So what, you can't shoot a jumper? You go to hole, you can do all the other shit. You can still, I don't understand why he's athletically awesome.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Okay, you can't shoot a fucking jumper.
You ain't the only person that has come through the league that really can't shoot.
That's what I'm saying.
Especially not a point guard.
That's what I'm saying.
But with that, you have other talents that other point guards.
Great talents.
Yes, don't have. Use that. Post them up.
Great talents. Hell of a defender. Big ass combo guard.
His passing good too.
That's what he has. So many skills. Stop. Keep trying to work on that shit, but use the things that got you the way y'all like the kid. And then mentally, he just fell off into this Hollywood shit. Then he started following. I'm gonna tell you what got him was wasn't he dating one of them Kardashians at one point early?
Kendall.
There you go, right
He
there.
was dating a Jenner, not a Kardashian.
Whatever. They all in the
Still
same
curse.
boat.
Still a family.
You ain't lying though, cause Kris Jenner is a monster.
Yeah,
That's the biggest
same
pimp.
mama who last name Kardashian.
And that's
I said they all got the same mama who last name Kardashian.
They got the big.
Her
They,
last
and
name's
she
Jenner.
her last
name is Jenner.
Her last
she a
name
gangster.
is
Her last name is
Kardashian.
Gangster.
Her name is Kris
But
Jenner.
it's not Jenner
Her
anymore.
last name Gangster.
Her last name is
That
Kris
woman's last name is
Gangster.
Boy,
Jenner.
dang, you know what I'm trying to say. You trying to be specific.
Listen, both of y'all wrong.
That's their mama.
Her last name is Gangster
Kris
and
Gangster
Big Pimp.
Jenner
She a
is
big pimp in
It's for
America.
sure Kris Jenner.
like Terrence Gangster.
Her last name is Jenner, but she's a big. Her last name is Jenner Gangster, hyphen Gangster. Y'all better start playing with her. What else we got, Jay?
On that same little basketball tip, they had SEC
You
media
on that
day.
basketball shit today?
Well, they had
ain't you?
SEC media. They had to shout out Kim Mulkey and Matt McMahon.
Oh, who?
Kim Mulkey and Matt McMahon.
Shout out Kim Mulkey, man. Kim Mulkey first.
She was hitting the gritty at SEC media day.
We got a picture.
It's a video.
Where is that?
Yeah, they tried to come at her again with the BG question again.
Really?
But she took care of the question.
What'd she say?
Like all she said was that, look, I don't know if you've seen this podcast on June or July or something, but I addressed the Brittany Griner situation.
Yeah, so man, why they keep playing? Why don't you go back
and look at that scene and you know everything about the Brittany Griner situation. So she addressed it. That was one of the first questions.
I got the video queued up.
Run that thing, baby. You gonna see it? You see it with them gangsters. I love Kim Mulkey, dog. Hey, Kim Mulkey got them animals, Kev.
Nah, it's crazy, dog, because, she got here last year. I really never got a chance to come to a game because of my whole daughter passing and everything. So a couple of weeks ago, I seen her in the administration building on the 6th floor. So I just wanted to go say, hey, how you doing, Coach? Good to see you, blah, blah, blah. And you know how I am, dog. Hey, Coach, how you doing, Kevin? She's like, boy, I know who you are. Boy, I've been watching you play football since you was young. And I was like, I've been watching you play basketball since you was young.
Since you been watching you since you in high school.
Right. But like I told her, I was watching her on my TV, Channel 15, KADN, when she was playing for Louisiana Tech. Balling.
They better stop playing with Kim Mulkey, boy. I love Kim Mulkey. Kim Mulkey be balling. You understand me? Listen, they're going to have a great year. Now, this new men's basketball coach, what his name?
Matt McMahon.
Matt McMahon. I met him in the weight room over there with, what's that boy named? Taz. With Taz. Shout out to Taz, man. Doing this job, keeping them guys together. But this is interesting to see what goes on with the men's basketball because you have so many guys depart and you have so many guys enter. Yeah. And so, it's good going to see what his philosophy is, how they going to play. But I'm looking forward to it. I'm definitely going to catch some more Kim Mulkey this
right,
year.
definitely,
for sure.
Definitely.
For sugar there. We're going to come see you, Kim Mulkey. What you got, Jay?
We got some MLB stuff. I'm going to let Ron talk about it a little bit, though.
What we got, MLB?
Like, it's kind of
what
like...
we got?
All right. So we got Yankees and the Astros playing right now, ALCS Game 2. And Alex Bregman, former LSU, just hit a 3-run home run to put the Astros up 3-0 right now.
You know Ron, a Yankees fan. Astros fan, so he talking it up. That's why he feel it. Look at him. He's smiling right now.
Like they up 3. No, like as soon as
what
like,
inning we in?
Like the perfect segue.
What inning we in?
Like, he couldn't wait till I got home the other day to say, "Oh yeah, you seen the Dodgers lost?" Huh?
They did.
What inning we in?
Hey, you did say you was a Dodgers fan.
Bottom
though,
of the third.
He gonna let you
So
know.
we still got some game to go. What is 3-2?
3-0.
3-0. Oh, that's a good lead. Bregman a dog now.
Yeah.
We already know. Shout out to Alex, man. We already know. He's an animal, man. He's an animal. And the Astros, listen, we already know the backlash the Astros went through.
Hey, you could put the home run.
Couple years.
Nah,
we ain't putting no home run. Astros home run.
Why not? It's Bregman.
Bro, don't do your boy
yeah,
like that.
you know, I gotta look out.
You gotta let OP get his thing.
I gotta let OP do his thing. I ain't mad at him. Bregman's a hell of a player, man. Undersized guy, but gets everything into it. Great mechanics and a hell of a competitor. That's the one thing about those LSU baseball players, baby. Competitors, baby. You understand? So who's favorite in this series though?
Astros.
Astros favorite?
Yeah, they had the #1 record in the conference.
Okay. Good deal. Here we go, baby. Here we go.
And they open the roof.
That's a monster shot.
I wonder if it hit somebody in the head.
That's a monster shot right there. The wind, it's blowing too. It's blowing.
Look like it's blowing that way.
Yeah, it's blowing out. Yeah, right. Yeah, he caught that.
Thank you.
That one for you, Terrio. I know you jumping up and down right now watching that.
They got a lot of people right now jumping up and down, especially LSU fans.
I'm trying to tell you, big shout out to Bregman, man. That big
I promise you.
I think you got the Nola brothers playing each other in another series.
Do you?
Austin and Aaron. Yep.
The Padres.
Oh, I saw that. One on got a hit off each other or something. I saw that. Yeah.
I don't know what to do.
Right.
Look, I'm just
that's so dope, though. Imagine as a parent, though, sitting there seeing that kid. That's what I'm saying. And now you see that thing on the big screen and the big day. That's awesome, man. Shout out to them for real.
Speaking of that, Sean and Shaz Preston playing against each other, I think, this weekend, Alabama and Mississippi State.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I think his dad, I seen his daddy posted.
That's dope.
That's dope. You know, I like he showed a picture of them when they was younger.
Yeah.
When they played together or whatnot, and then now I think that's awesome.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome, bro. That's like some shit when you growing up, you dream about it and you imagine it. Now it comes like that. That's crazy. That's crazy as hell. It's almost like, like when you're in high school, and your partners, you be like, man, we're gonna go to the same college.
Right.
Like
Definitely.
That was dope. What you got, Jay? You over there, Bobby? Damn,
because I thought you was still talking. My bad. But the Saints.
Bobby, your hair like it was music in your ear or something.
The Saints and the Cardinals playing right now on Thursday Night Football. They both 2-4.
Oh, Saints winning right now 7-3 into the first quarter.
Garbage.
Who scored for the Saints?
Raheed Shaheed. He is. Hold up. That touchdown was cold. I'm finna say. Hold up.
Hey. Bruh.
Thursday Night Football just been bad.
It's been terrible.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is. It's just
Andy Dalton threw a pick in the end zone. Like the Saints was finna get another touchdown. He threw a pick.
Hey, the Red Rocket got to perform in the red zone, baby. He's a vet.
He threw another bomb. Hold up. Just send it.
The thing with the Saints, dog, the Saints could easily be 500.
It could be 5-0 or 6-0.
Nah.
I don't know if I go that
Every
far.
game we lost was like by 7 points or less.
I'm not going to go that far and say they should be. Because some of them games, they were losing and came back with a bullshit touchdown at the end.
I mean, that's all it takes sometimes.
To make it look closer than what it was.
Hey, you said it yourself. If you win by 1 on 100,
yeah, you're right. But that bullshit touchdown
if you lose,
that's right. You lose. Right. And part of that been the quarterback position, so on and so forth. But I think it's just them trying to establish an identity late when it comes to closing out games for the Saints right now. It's everything that is similar to we seeing LSU catch their little groove offensively. I think that, I was hoping that the Red Rocket could catch something tonight, and it's still young in the football game. What quarter we're in, the first quarter?
End of the first quarter.
Yeah.
Well, it's a gift and a curse sometimes when you have a player like Taysom Hill.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because when Jameis go down, you gotta, what I say is a reliable backup in Dalton.
I think so too.
But it's only one play away from Dalton going down, kind of like James.
Yeah, and he was limited in practice this week with a back injury.
Right.
Dalton too.
So you prepare a lot of plays for Taysom.
Been a backup right now.
Man, being a backup quarterback in the NFL is all about being smart. Being smart. Like
This is the thing though. You have to have played.
Yes, definitely. Just a little bit. Just a little bit.
Well, let me say, you had to have played and showed.
Yes.
And like you say, you ain't got to be too much.
No, it ain't got to be too much. No.
Fuck.
Rally. All you got to do is rally. Rally your team back one game and see.
Boy, I'm telling you. One arm. And you straight for about 8-9 years.
But I'm not going to lie to you, bro. I swear to God, at the beginning of the season, my old coach called me and we was talking about a game and the Seattle Seahawks was on, and I'm like, he's like, what you think about the Seattle Seahawks? I was like, Coach, man, look, Geno been out there for a while.
Yeah.
But I don't know about Geno. Geno suspect. And
tore their ass up.
Not even just that game. Geno has been consistent
throughout
the course of the season.
Kevin, I said the same shit about week 2. We're talking about Geno, because Geno from the crib.
Right, I know that.
And
we was talking about Geno.
Yeah, and I gave him some shit. I was like, man, I don't know, dog. But you know what it showed me? it's the same shit almost like with A-Rod when he sat behind Brett for like 3 years and just was playing sparingly, but he learned everything. It's the same shit I see with Geno, bro. Like, Geno been in the league for what, about 8 years, some shit like that. And been bouncing around.
It might be longer than 8 years.
Might be. But them bounce. It might be. But what I'm saying is a minute. My point is he's been in that bitch a minute.
Right.
And he been in Seattle for a minute. So, dog, and you know, it's like what we say when people be pointing out like the shit with Tom, and they point out with these old like A-Rod, older quarterbacks, dog. As you play the position, you know this. As you play the position, and you in the same system year in, year out, and you even start putting shit in the system the way you designing parts of the system, so to speak. The only thing that messes you up is health.
Right, definitely.
Because your mental is getting better and stronger. That's why people talk about Tom getting the ball out of his hand. No, Tom knows everything about what the hell is going on every single play at every single moment. You know what I'm saying?
You know what everybody doing.
That's what everything. And as you get older, your mental gets stronger. But your physically you break down. And what you see with Geno is his mental has gotten stronger. And he's still young enough the way he could do all this shit. And hats off to him, bro, because listen, you right. He having a hell of a year, bro. Hell of a year by Geno.
Hey, you just brought something to my mind. I got to ask you about this. I heard they're talking about Tom screaming at the receivers on the sideline. What you think about that?
When he said, I ain't lose my family for this shit or my wife or some shit like that for this. And, but, you know, we've seen that, though. I ain't never heard him say no shit like that.
Right.
So, of course, he's definitely, he's going through it, dog.
We all human.
Yeah, bro. Like, he going through it. And it comes out because he's like, shit, I'm going through this shit at my crib. I'm losing my wife, my kid, woo-woo. And you motherfuckers playing like shit. And I'm playing like shit too, probably. So it's directed at me also.
Right,
he ain't just talking about them. You know what I'm saying? That's just, to me, bro, that was just the ultimate frustration of.
But that's the crazy thing for me, though, because I've seen that before.
Yeah, we have.
That's ball.
That's like anytime I see an interaction on the sideline or coaches or whatever get into it, I never think nothing of it.
That's ball.
Yeah, even the shit with AB when AB took his cloak, now that was extreme. Like I've never seen that before. That was extreme. So I was very taken back by that. Let me say that. That was very fucking extreme. I mean, I've never seen anybody do that. But any altercation, coaches getting into it and shit like that, because I get into it with me and Ricky has gotten into it in fucking 7-on-7.
Man,
well, you know what I'm saying?
Everything is intense. Spur of the moment type of reaction, bro. For real.
So that was just for me when I saw that with Tom Kev. I was just like, yeah, man, I feel you, 12. You know, that's how I felt about it. Like, I feel you, dog. Your family shit going crazy right now. Y'all getting your ass whooped. It's the worst start since you've been balling. Like, everything on top of you right now. You know what I'm saying? Right. So, like you say, we all human, bro.
Life.
Yes, man, we all human.
Life.
Just because we got millions, that don't mean to make shit easier. Or not me, him, them, Tom, them. Let me clarify that. You know, money don't make it easier. It just fucking puts it on the forefront, so. That's all you got?
No, I wanted to save the best one for last.
Let's do it.
I know we talked about it a little bit before, but I
where the highlights at?
Give Kev his flowers.
Where the highlights at?
What you mean?
It's in the DAWG.
Oh, relax.
Damn, dog.
What I missed?
Put Kev highlights up there, man.
I'm trying to give him his flowers.
Yeah. What's wrong with?
Look, I was.
No more Sprite for you, bro.
Man, that Chick-fil-A ice good.
Chick-fil-A ice is good.
No more ice.
No, that's why I said it. Jeez.
We just want to give a shout out to my dog, man. Being inducted. Oh, listen. No better. Shout out to Todd McClure, too.
Definitely.
Shout out to Todd McClure, man. Alan Faneca, man. Y'all see it. with the shimmy, the patented shimmy, and the patented high step. I forgot you were doing the high step. Boy, you were fast. Goodness gracious. Hey, dog, you know, I be talking. This nigga killed, bro. Y'all see it, man. All eyes on through. Shimmy! There it is. Man, that's what I'm talking about right there. The big shoulder pad looking like Troy Davis out there. You know, you and Troy was rocking.
Right.
Shout out to Troy Davis. Miami South Ridge, one of the greatest out of the crib. Troy Davis, Darren Davis. Boy, he was an animal, kid. He was hitting that thing so fast. He was what they call explosive.
Hey, back in the day, I always thought my first 2 steps was the coldest.
Hey, I'm telling you, get some, foe.
That's right.
Lawrence, right?
Yeah, that's my
get
dog.
Get some.
That's my dog.
Get some. Ooh, nasty in the hole.
I think LSU should bring back the gold jersey.
I saw the skip. Hey, boy. My freshman year, boy, I used to love to sit up there and watch. I used to love to watch the skip and the side with the leg behind. You know what I'm talking about? Here we go. Hey, but shout out to you though to point it out, because the one thing I do notice, Kev, is that offensive line is making sure you get to that second level.
Yes.
Big Allen. Big Allen Faneca, Todd McClure. What that was? Trey Champagne with Champagne on there?
He
was
on
that?
some of them. Langley.
Trey Langley. Yeah, them boys making it up, boy.
Now, all right. There's one thing that I do want to bring up.
Bring it up, my dog.
Like I was thinking about this today. I played a lot of football games. LSU away stadiums and everything. But the home stadium feeling for me was so different because of this one thing that Coach Gennaro let me do right before we ran out before the game. If you know how all the coaches, they walk up to the goalposts, and it's kind of like they hold the team. It's kind of like they hold.
Yeah.
It's kind of like they holding the team back. Well, yeah, Coach Gennaro was holding the team back, but he would let me walk in front, about 5 yards out in front of him, and that was the time when Raise the Roof was in style.
You're doing.
And I would raise the roof, and they had 80,000 people. Like, it would be silent. And when I would do this, everybody in the stadium would just get loud. I swear to God, that feeling as a young 17, 18, 19-year-old
Oh, so you was doing that off jump?
Yeah. Coach Gennaro let me do this, though. This was like, I'm like, as a young man, bro, I swear to God, that was
way you know you're a gangster.
There was no greater feeling. Now, I'm not going to say it happened my freshman year. It probably happened my junior year.
Yeah.
There was no greater feeling.
I remember that, though.
Before the game.
I remember that.
I swear, that was like, okay, I'm going into the booth.
I remember.
Like Superman going to the booth, I'm going into the booth.
Go in like, you feel like Jigga.
Yes.
You feel like Jigga in the booth. No writing, no pen, like Weezy, baby, like Pac. Yeah, we just gonna let it go. Hey, Kev, listen again, bro. You already know, man. What an honor. Shout out to all the offensive linemen, Herb T, everybody that had a stake in that. But at the end of the day, bro, shout out to you, man. Shout out to you for the smart that you played with, the way you treated your teammates, all that shit. You have no idea, dude, like how all of that, the Sundays, the things that you didn't do on the football field helped us on the football field. And not just when you were there, but after you were gone, because it passed down to myself. It passed down to Michael Clayton and Marcus Spears. You know what I mean? Like, guys felt an obligation to continue to do what K Falk had instilled in us, because it was how we built camaraderie. It was how we knew each other's families. It was how we knew dudes had kids coming and do, you know what I mean? Like all the little stuff that we found out about guys just by having a Sunday by your crib.
Sunday fun day.
Yeah, Sunday fun day after we done did the little morning shit, and Sunday fun day at Kev House. And that was, you started it. I don't know who did it before you. I don't know, but you started it in our eyes. I continued it, Spears and all them boys, and it continued and continued. And it's one of those things, man, when you know you have veteran leadership, when you have guys that know how, you know what I'm saying, just really treat people how they want to be treated, and that's what you did. And that's how it helped our program get to where we at now, because it's not just on the field. You really got to like motherfuckers to really put that extra effort in for them. And they can't just be, you want people to be, you got teammates, some people that are just teammates. But what you want is that unit that's more than teammates, where you actually love and care for that guy next to you. And you're not doing it just because I got a scholarship or just because this is what I have to do, but you're doing it because I love this guy and I don't want to let him down. And hats off to you, my dog, because that's what you instilled in us and me and everybody else that came in '97, from our workouts in the gym armory, from our workouts and you guys laying a foundation, you, Todd McClure, Alec Faneca, you know what I'm saying, Trey, everybody. I ain't trying to disrespect nobody by leaving nobody out, but you know, your guys laid the foundation and we took it from there. And everybody always talk about my class that started this new rebirth of LSU football, like in 01, and got the thing started back going. But honestly, if we don't have the leadership from guys like you back when we first came to school as young pups, cuz none of that shit ain't happening. You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy you say that, because we talked about this earlier today on a podcast that was on with Justin Vincent about the guys that came in my class from 95 to 96 to 97. You know, through your class and everything, we had the pieces to the puzzle.
Oh yeah,
we was there. It's just that we couldn't take that step and that one step over a couple of humps.
Yeah,
a few humps.
Yeah,
and then once I left, and then the guy read the head coach, and then another head coach came in. He pulled a different, you know, something out of guys.
Yep.
And that was when it actually started to happen.
Yep.
So yes, definitely, we was that start, but at the same time, we couldn't get over, one little hump or two little humps.
Right. And the same here. And it was the night, like, I always used to be pissed because we got the chip after I left, but I also be proud of it because I already know that, you know what I'm saying, had a little piece to do with that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And it's the same way, like I look back and pull. That's why when guys look back and they don't pull, university don't look back and pull and pay homage to the guys that did it before, because it don't start with you, and there's always starts way before you, bro, like way before you. And so that's a nice little piece, Jay. We gotta give my dog his flowers before.
Appreciate that.
Yeah,
appreciate
bro, like
that.
well deserved. And again, hats off to you, bro. Like, appreciate everything you did for me, this university, all this shit. Well deserved. Well deserved. Ain't nobody need to be wearing that 3 no more, dog. Sit that shit down, dog. For real, dog.
And my mama said, if you ain't got nothing good to say, don't say nothing.
Yeah, well, you know, my mama said the same thing, but I think that 3 need to be retired, put in the rafters, shot down, put down, and, you know, go ahead and lay the rest, man. You know, that's the next piece of that.
That would be lovely. But hey, it is what it is.
Yeah, man, put that 3 to rest, man. Like, put it down. Put it down. It's time to put it down. It should have been put down a long time ago, in my opinion. Not just mine. It's a lot of people's opinion that thing should have been put down a long time ago. Like, the thing about it is this. You can't be out of there that long, done so much, woo. Then you go on and do everything that you've done, and then you get put down in the NFL before you get put down here. You know what I'm saying? New England will put you down. You know what I'm saying? We need to put you down here, like put the jersey away here. You know what I'm saying? Like, put it away here. It's time to put it away, man. But that's my opinion, and it's a lot of people's opinion. And if we want to start the rally for it, I'll be your head cheerleader. Let's get it. You know what I'm saying? I'm with it. Put that thing down, man. Put that thing down. We got the people in place to put it down. Put it down. Put
Fuck
that
it
thing
up.
Yeah, man. That's right. Fuck it up, baby, and put it up in the Raptors. It's over with for that number, man. Anybody else that want to wear it, hey, too bad. But look, Jay, what you got? We good? All right, we good.
As out Saturday.
Why?
On the punt return, you ain't see that?
Yes, yeah. I know he's seen the spares out. It's normal.
Did he?
It's a normal one.
Yeah, I gotta understand. Dog,
He
if
just got a different uniform.
Dog,
on,
if Coach Saban ain't grabbing his right butt cheek when he's spazzing out, he ain't really spazzing out.
No,
dog.
he had one of them.
Trust me. Is he grabbing the butt cheek? See, that's not spazzing out. That's normal.
Oh, that's normal for him?
That's normal, man. You know, I've seen this guy on the
Because
sideline numerous times.
If they don't muff that punt, that's probably a different game. Well, he didn't even muff it. It's just the dude, they call him Peter. Dude didn't hear him. He went to pick it up.
Yeah.
But you know what, though, Coach?
That's a young running back, too.
And the thing is this. Yeah.
And he could look at her. He can't.
Oh, no, he snapped.
He just got to walk by. Look at him. He
snapped. This he snapped. What the fuck? He snapped. This thing, though.
Dude didn't even know. He's just like, man, I ain't even gonna say nothing.
You can't say nothing, man.
Go by the other.
Look at that boy losing his shit. He hopping and shit.
So many memes on Twitter
from
that. Like anything you did within a 12-hour span after that, you got that meme.
Hey,
you got that.
Saban losing his shit. That little bounce is so funny.
He just looked at him and
but
said, man,
I'm gonna say, he's like, man, he's like,
bounce.
Yeah, no,
it's the hair movement.
It's everything.
The little bit of hair movement and everything that matters. Look, check it out.
What the fuck? He's like, oh
like
shit, I can't even fucking look at you.
He's really bald in the middle, but he has like
the comb over.
Yes.
They got the comb over going on. But look, listen, this is the thing. Now, is that situation for sure? But if you pay attention to Alabama, dog, like even though they've been winning, they've been fucking up on little shit. Yeah. They've been making little mistakes. They've been doing little shit that ain't a Coach Saban team.
No.
And those are the things that
and that was early. And that was early too, with like the Texas game.
Exactly. Bingo.
That was early.
Bingo. And so that's all the things that that was funny as hell.
If dude don't get hurt from Texas, they might have 2 losses.
They might. But that's it. So that
you can't stop that. Hey, even though he didn't grab the cheek,
yeah, I know
that was one of them though.
That was one of them. That was one of them.
Even though he didn't grab the cheek, that was one of them.
100%. I agree. That shit was funny as hell. The comb over was funny, bouncing up and down. The comb over was funny, bouncing up and down. So shit. Got Ole Miss this weekend. About to get up out of there. Ole Miss this weekend. Let's got the Tigers to win. To continue this momentum. Now, man, I'm just I'm just gonna sit back and watch. You know what I mean? Just watch some good football now. Like Kev, you pointed it out. We see what kind of identity they're trying to do, and and you pointed out they stuck to it. Like you know what I mean? You saw
early.
It. Yeah,
it was early.
Yeah.
When like I was out of town, I was at somebody else's home,
and
we didn't even watch like the beginning of the game, and we kind of got in late. I mean, late in the first quarter, and when they put it on, I'm like, damn, have we been doing this? And it just continued from that. I'm like, wow. That don't look like the same team that I've been watching.
Man, I'm telling you, bro.
At all.
I'm telling you, bro.
That team beat Florida State by 3 touchdowns.
Oh,
yes,
easy.
Like
easy. But you know what though? I'm glad Tennessee beat Bama. You know what I mean?
The West is wide open.
Oh man.
Now, that team still loses to Tennessee, but I think that game is closer.
I agree.
I think that game is a lot closer.
I agree. I'm a dog. The X factor for fucking Tennessee is their quarterback.
Yes, definitely.
And that receiver.
He was a little rattled at the beginning of the Alabama game. Just a little bit.
Yeah.
Just a little bit at the beginning of the Bama game.
Yeah. He was.
Just a little bit.
He was. But let me tell you something, dog. That kid is fantastic.
Yes, yeah.
I ain't lying.
They figured it out for him.
That kid is fantastic, and Hyper knows how to use him.
Mm-hmm. They figured it out.
That kid is fantastic, bro. Like I am a fan of that kid. That kid's fan, and it's just the way he plays the position.
Right.
He plays the position. You know what I mean? Like he played the fucking position, man. Like
he can't panic.
He don't panic.
You can't panic.
You can't panic. I love the kid.
Can't. Let me not say you can't panic because everybody does. You can't show it.
Well, even and the thing is, even when you panic, make a good decision.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like at the end of the day, because shit happens. You know that. Fucking somebody blows through that A gap, and you know you expecting that offensive line to always protect the A gap. Right. A motherfucker blow through that A gap, and you don't expect it. You can't just nut up and throw the ball. You know what I'm saying? Either eat it. It might be too quick where you eat it, take the sack, let it fight another day, or you know your guys running the out route or go route and throw that some gun outside to your mama them in the stands in his direction. You know what I'm saying? So when you say panic, panic don't mean the big scope when it comes to playing the positions. Panic is just simply, oh shit. You know what I'm saying? You see quarterbacks do it all the time. Like, fuck, I've done it. You know what I'm saying? All the time where they come through and you're like, oh shit, you know, or whatever. Or you try to do something with the ball and now you lose it. So that's also just protecting it in those little situations.
Something negative.
Yeah, happens. Bro. So, I mean, and that's what Jayden Daniels does well. You know, honestly. Like, he protects the damn football. You know what I mean? And now he's taking chance. Go ahead.
He protects the football well because he has really good feet.
He has good feet.
Hey, look, I know that.
He does have good feet.
He has really good feet.
He does have good feet. And that was part of my reasoning why I don't and now you see really why he has good feet. Because you know when you're as fast as he is and as quick as he is, you know that you can move. So that's why for me, Kev, when you point out his feet, I was like, the things that we saw him do this past weekend that we highlighted on the film were just quick step inside, quick step up, quick step. Like that's just. And I jumped the gun with, I ain't gonna lie, so shout out to Jayden Daniels, because that's just understanding also the scope of the
And
offense.
the crazy thing is, a few weeks ago, you remember Coach Kelly talking about we gotta slow something down for him. That's exactly what he's talking about. That's exactly what he was talking about.
That's what he was talking about. Ole Miss this weekend, we all got the targets to win, and shit, big weekend this weekend for homecoming again, man. Shout out to my dog on the induction. Big weekend for him. And shit, some of us gonna be out there. Big shout out to McNeese State this weekend. We're gonna go check the sun out, see what they do this weekend. See what the boy do this weekend. He been doing well. Shout out to my son. And we're gonna get up out of here, man. Stu over there yawning for Stu.
And
oh, Peasy.
No love. Texas bound.
You should be repping Dallas, dog.
It's all good. I got my boy Pac today.
Yeah, you see it? You see it. That's the highlight of the damn day right there, Kev, when you walked in with that, all eyes on me. Live a life was a... Yeah. We're going to check y'all next week, man, on where my dog's at.